you see a deflationary trend in the global economy? And if so, what is your investment advice?
I'm no good on the macro questions, and I've proven that by being way too worried about inflation for probably the last 20 years. Fortunately, it hasn't made much difference, the fact that I've been wrong on that. So I don't really think my judgment is any better than yours at all in terms of assessing what's going to happen to global prices over time. My opinion would be that the world is not going into any deflationary situation. But you know, I've not earned any stars for my past economic predictions. And the good thing about my economic predictions, if I even do make them, is that I pay no attention to them myself. So I really and the way we pick our investments is we just don't get into the macro factors. I can't recall a time when Charlie and I have looked at a business, either buying it in its entirety or buying pieces of it through the stock market. Macro conclusions are just never enter into the discussion. I mean, you know, I'll pick up the phone. We've had these two in recent months, and I'll tell Charlie about it. And you know, we talk about a few things, but we don't talk about anything remotely macro, and that's really the way it'll stay. You know, I've seen a lot of bank mergers recently, and one of the things they do, because they want to cut the costs and justify a merger, which they're dying to do. I mean, that's the reason they cut costs they wouldn't have cut if they weren't dying to do the merger in the first place and get bigger. But frequently, I know one in particular that I'm thinking of, that you know, they'll cut out the economics department. You know, I always wonder why the hell they had it in the first place. You know, because what do they do? You know, I mean, the guy comes in, I says, I think GDP will be 4.6 this year instead of 4.3. So what? You know, I mean, you're still trying to make every good loan you can make, and you're still trying to take in deposits as you should be trying to cut costs wherever you can. It's got nothing to do with running the business. But you know, it's fashionable, and every bank had its economist and economics department, and when a big client would come in, they take them to lunch, and it always has struck me as it's just a lot of nonsense. You know, so if we ever get a economics department at Berkshire, sell the stock short. Number 6, please. No, Charlie, I didn't. No, okay. He'd better eat peanut brittle.